Hey, what's up everybody? True Boxing here, and thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today we are doing the what's next on Mark Magsayo, the former featherweight champion of the world, following his second consecutive defeat, a tough decision loss to fellow former champion Brandon Figueroa, as they selected out in an eliminator. They selected out in an eliminator in March. I think it was March 4th when they fought. I did a video and it got cut off, so I apologize. I haven't done this one earlier, but I know I got a lot of Filipino fans. You know, there are a lot of Filipino fans out there, and you know, they pay attention to these videos. So you know, and before I get into what Magsayo is going to possibly do following that loss, if you guys could smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, I really do appreciate any and all support I can get. I really am just trying to promote my page, so any kind of love would be much appreciated. And if you don't like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs down, you know, or you know, make a comment about how you disagree with me, and I'm totally open to that. So all that being said, let's get into Magsayo now, what possibly could be coming up following the loss. Well, first off, he fought his ass off. He really did. He fought a really good fight. It was absolutely closer than that bullshit scores that they gave out. I do believe, I do firmly believe that he probably lost the fight, but it was definitely close, and he fought great. He really did. He made it a close, tough fight, you know, in a fight that I really thought he was going to get his ass whipped in. So, you know, much props to him for the performance that he put in, and he's got nothing to hang his head about. And so now the big question is, what's next for Magsayo? Well, first off, you know, him and his people were talking about him moving up to 130, and I think that's what they're going to do, and I think that's a smart move. As long as he's confident in his ability to carry his power up, then I think moving up following back-to-back losses is a smart thing to do, because let's be honest, the two best options in that weight class are about to fight each other, in Vargas and Figueroa at featherweight. They're about to fight each other for the WBC belt. He's lost to both of them, and unless he wants to, you know, go back to that and risk a third loss, maybe trying a new weight class is a smart move. So I think, you know, I thought, like, hey, if he's not, you know, if he's not going to be fully focused on getting back against one of those guys, then he definitely needs to move up. So I really do believe he's probably going to move up to 130, since that's the way he was talking anyways, and that's what I'm seeing that's going to happen. So I'm not even going to look at the featherweight division as I do this what's next video. It's going to be at 130, the super featherweight division. And before we get there, a couple guys I want to throw in are Emmanuel Navarrete. Not likely going to happen. Navarrete is now fighting at super featherweight, but he's also with Top Rank. Likely going to be fighting Oscar Valdez next, so I don't see him and Magsayo getting together. And then the other one was, besides Navarrete, was Gary Russell Jr., which would be a rematch, and I could see that fight going down at 130, but I don't think it's going to be next, you know, because Gary Russell has already made it clear that he wants to move to 130. So I could see Gary Russell wanting some revenge, and maybe or maybe not, he accepts that kind of a challenge, Magsayo, but I doubt it. I don't see that fight. Now let's start at the top. We start with Oscar Valdez, the undefeated, or well, the former champion. He's not undefeated anymore. Valdez is lined up to fight Navarrete next. He's actually going to fight Adam Lopez in a rematch in May, and then he's going to take on Manu Navarrete after that. So not possible. It's Top Rank and PBC anyways. Then you got Shavkat Rakhimov, the current IBF champion. He's fighting Joe Cordina next, but I really don't think Magsayo and Rakhimov could lock up in the second half of the year, because Rakhimov's with the Zone and Matchroom, and Magsayo is with the PBC. So not seeing that one. Hector Luis Garcia, the current WBA champion. They're both PBC guys. It's a fight that would, you know, that wouldn't be a bad one. They're both coming off of losses as you know, Garcia moved up to 135 and got stopped against Tank Davis. But for Magsayo to go straight into a guy with Garcia's style, I don't see it. And plus, Garcia got ordered to fight Lamont Rhodes Jr. anyway next, so I'm not seeing that one. Robson Consaichao, former two-time world title challenger, he's a top-ranked guy, and I think it's a bad matchup for Magsayo anyways. Joe Cordina, undefeated former champ. He's actually fighting Shavkat Rakimov in April, and I don't think he's going to be successful in that one, but he's also a DAZN and Matchroom guy, so I don't see him and Magsayo going at it. Lamont Roach Jr., he's a DAZN Golden Boy guy, and he's been ordered to fight Hector Luis Garcia next for the WBA belt, so I'm not seeing that one either. You then have Zelfa Barrett, former world title challenger. I'm not seeing this one. He's with Top Rank and Matchroom, and just a bad matchup. I mean, he's with DAZN in Matchroom, and it's just a bad matchup for Magsayo anyways. Roger Gutierrez. Now, this one's interesting. I could see this fight going down, but I don't know where Gutierrez's promotional ties are to. I thought he was with Golden Boy. He may very well still be with Golden Boy. He's coming off of a loss, you know, to where he lost the title last year to Garcia. Maybe a showdown with Magsayo would make sense if it can be made, and I'm not sure, so I'm leaning towards the less likely. O'Shaquie Foster, the current WBC champion, the newly crowned WBC champ. This one would be interesting, but does Magsayo want to go straight to a guy with the style of Foster? Not sure he could be talked into that in his first fight at 130. I'm going to lean towards the no. And then last is Kenichi Ogawa, the former IBF champion. Not seeing this one. Ogawa's coming off a knockout loss, and he hasn't fought since that knockout loss last year in June to what's his name? Joe Cordina. So not seeing that one. He's also a DAZN and Matchroom guy anyway. So right now it's kind of slim pickings for Magsayo if he's moving to 130. But I definitely think he can move to 130 and, you know, maybe start slow and then work his way up, you know, and within a year he could probably be in a title shot. So not a bad move coming off of a two back-to-back close decision losses. He fought his ass off. We'll see what he decides to do later in the year coming off that second consecutive loss. And that's it. That's what I got. That's my what's next on the former WBC featherweight champion of the world at 126 pounds, Mark Magsayo. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.